Welcome to Community at Home. Today's Friday, June the 12th. Our sign-ups for our services go live today at noon, so make sure you sign up for that. Some of you may be asking, why did we wait till Friday to do this? Well, if we did it on Sunday afternoon and we did it on Monday morning, there's a lot of life that can happen between Monday and Sunday. So the closer to Sunday, just to make sure that you're able to come on Sunday, because one of the things that we don't want is we don't want people signing up and then we close out the service and then you're not able to come for one reason or the other, and that just takes a seat from someone else. So we're thinking if we wait till later in the week, it's better. And this is what we're doing for Sunday, June the 14th, and we will see what happens for Sunday, June the 21st. I want to share just with you just this thought, something that I have been saying to people for a really long time. I said it back when I was a really green youth pastor and didn't know much, and I've been saying it ever since. If you're going to walk with God, there's going to be many times you're going to find yourself alone. Walking with God can be a lonely experience. Now, God is always with us. He promises us that He will never leave us. But humanly speaking, if you're walking with God, you're doing the right thing, you're going to find yourself at times when you feel very lonely. This past Sunday, I don't think I did it in all 4 services. I've never preached 4 services on a Sunday morning. But in a couple of them, I mentioned John 3:17, and that was a mistake. I meant to say John 3:19, not verse 17. This is what John 3:19 says. It says, and the judge, this is Jesus speaking to Nicodemus after he's given that famous verse that we know in John 3:16. He says, and the judgment is based on this fact. And the judgment is based on this fact. God's light came into the world, but people loved the darkness more than their light, for their actions were evil. Jesus is saying as a fact, light came into the world, and He's the light. He's talking about Himself. But people love the darkness more than the light. And I found that to be incredibly true. That is indeed a fact. And many of you have found that to be true. But here's what we need to be very mindful of, and we need to absolutely know. I want to read just a few short paragraphs from the Faith Checkbooks, a little devotional by Charles Spurgeon. And this is for Friday, June the 12th. The more we dwell alone, the safer shall we be. God would have His people separate from sinners. A worldly Christian is spiritually diseased. Those who compromise with Christ's enemies may be reckoned with them. Our safety lies not in making terms with the enemy, but in dwelling alone with our best friend. If we do this, we shall dwell in safety despite the sarcasms and the sneers of the world. We shall be safe from its influence, unbelief, pride, vanity, and filthiness. The Lord brought Abram from Ur of the Chaldees, but he stopped halfway. Therefore Abram had no blessing till, having set out to go to the land of Canaan, to the land of Canaan he came. He was safe alone, even in the midst of his foes. Lot was not safe in Sodom, though in a circle of friends. Our safety is in dwelling apart with God. Now, listen to that last sentence. Our safety is in dwelling apart with God. If we're walking with God, the truth is we're never alone. There may be times that we feel like that. There may be times when everything is against us. But when we walk with God, He's not against us. And when all is said and done, He is the only one that matters. If you've signed up for services and you were in time I look forward to seeing you on Sunday as we discuss a very important topic in our culture right now. Through a panel discussion, hear the heart of some people in our church. Hear some things that Scripture has to say and Jesus has to say about it. So if you can be here and you've signed up, I look forward to seeing you. If you can't, please watch online. Make sure you're disciplined in that to experience church online this Sunday the 14th. Love you and hope to see you soon.